And welcome to the 2024 Opel Corsa. I'm sure you remember this one from before, right? This is a German Super Mini which adopts the latest powertrain tech from past being from Stellantis together with new styling cues, and it makes it look modern and current. Now, this is the 6th generation Opel Corsa which has been around since 2019 and is the first model of the automaker riding on the Stellantis underpinning. But what interests me and where I'll begin this episode with is the powertrains that we are getting. We are getting 2 electric and 2 mild hybrid powertrains, and that is what I want to begin with. So the mid-life cycle updates of the Opel Corsa you are looking at is not just cosmetic skin deep updates, as the automaker equipped the Super Mini with the latest bit of Stellantis powertrain tech, which has already debuted on many other Stellantis CMP/eCMP based offerings, guys. So let's go into what we are getting actually for this one. And starting with the Corsa Electric, the model is now available with 2 powertrain options. Please take note, I'll come back to the aesthetics as we go along. Now, the standard model produces the same 134 horsepower, but it boasts an increased WLTP range of 357 kilometers. That's approximately 222 miles, guys. That's on the standard model. But there is a more powerful version with a new and more efficient electric motor that produces 154 horsepower. That is about 20 more horsepower over the standard model and is mated to a larger 54 kilowatt battery, up from 50 kilowatt battery, allowing a WLTP range of 406 kilometers, guys. That is also about 252 miles. That is an increase of 30 miles over the standard model. And when you connect this to a fast charger, the battery can go from 20% to 80% in 30 minutes, guys. But then, like I said, we're getting 2 electric motors and 2 hybrid power options. The most important thing is that the Opel Corsa becomes the automaker's first hybrid options. The new turbocharged 1.2 liter engine comes with a 48-volt system and is available in 2 outputs, producing 99 horsepower and or 134 horsepower. Both of these outputs are exclusively combined with a 6-speed dual clutch automatic. And besides that electrified options, Opel is actually saying that the facelifted Corsa will be available with efficient combustion engines in the future. And this is likely referring to a non-electric turbocharged 1.2 3-cylinder engine with 134 horsepower, and that is already offered on the mechanically related Opel Mokka with a 6-speed manual gearbox, guys. We all know that Opel wants to become EV-only brand in Europe by 2028, so that is on course for them. Now, the company hasn't actually announced pricing and availability of the Corsa yet, but we expect it to be more expensive compared to the outgoing model, and this particular Super Mini faces less competition after the demise of the Ford Fiesta and the Kia Rio, but still has strong rivals in the space. The Peugeot 208 stablemate is there, which is about being updated, and we also know of the recently facelifted Renault Clio, the Toyota Yaris, and the VW Polo and the Skoda Fabia all sit in that space. So competition will obviously continue to be tough, but I'm sure it will thrive. Before I bring this episode to an end, let me then go back and touch on a few of the aesthetic changes here and there. And I think the most prominent one of them is the fact that the Super Mini now gets the Opel visor treatment and some additional treatments in the cabin while benefiting from more powerful and efficient electric motors plus the hybrid we've spoken about. But the highlight here aesthetically is the Opel visor face with a shiny black grille connecting the new headlight. So take a good look if you haven't spotted it. Now, speaking of the lighting units, the optional IntelliLux LED matrix technology now features 14 elements instead of 8. And if you take a look at the Opel Bliss logo, it can now be had in black or matte satin silver. And let's look at this as well. Additionally, the redesigned bumper gets a set of slimmer but purely cosmetic side intakes. You see that? Right. Which makes this vehicle look sharper. The rest of the bodywork is carried from the previous generation with the addition of the new graphic grey paint option, optionally combined with black for the roof, mirror caps, emblems, and bumper trims, guys. It makes it look sporty and cute, and I think it looks great. This is what Autostop got for you guys, the Opel fans, and we believe this should help you make an informed decision if you are a typical fan. The biggest change in the interior, the most important update is the digital instrument cluster, which can be mated to a 10-inch touchscreen mounted on a center console, guys. And the Qualcomm Snapdragon cockpit platform brings new graphics and AI capabilities to the infotainment, which now supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now, the navigation is now compatible with over-the-air updates and more natural voice recognition. The Corsa benefits from high-resolution panoramic rear view mirror and plenty of ADS, including the adaptive cruise control, guys. Basically, this is all that you get on the new Opel Corsa. Thank you so much. Have a great day until we meet same time again. Bye-bye.